Hello everybody, Battlewolf here. I'm sorry my voice sounds a little strange this time. I'm just recovering from a sinus infection I had about a week ago, so I'm still a little congested a little bit, but I think everything should be fine. We last left off, we just got done with freeing Kazutokoto from the Klingons. And now he's back on his home on the planet we found him from in Digifall to live out the rest of his now mortal life. And we did some research on our next mission to go to Alpha Proxima, where an asteroid suddenly shows activity. And as Sulu says, it might be an old missile base. And if it's active, this could be serious. So let's go ahead and head to Alpha Proxima. Let's see where is it at. I'm looking at the wrong sheet. I don't fear I found it. Sorry about that. Alright, we need to travel all the way down to here. Alright, Spock.
We are out of sensor range, Captain. I suggest we orbit the asteroid.
Picking up anything, Aurora?
I am picking up primitive radio broadcasts from Proxima 3, sir, but nothing from Scythe.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and orbit. It's a pretty big asteroid.
Entering standard orbit.
A sensor scan of Psi reveals surface features consistent with damage left by a nuclear attack. It would seem to have been a target during Proxima's war.
Psi rained fury down on the planet and then left on a dance of victory. A missile base, Captain?
Maybe I thought I already said that.
It would seem to make sense.
I think I may have actually gave you guys a spoiler right at the beginning of this. But there it is.
Captain, I just monitored a narrow beam message from Scythe to Proxima 3. I don't have it all. I just caught a bit of the initial burst. I'm attempting a translation, but it appears to be a computer code.
Any response from the planet?
The Proxtrites will not have the equipment necessary to understand and reply to that code for another 25.6 years at their present rate of development. I suggest we beam down, sir. The surface is hostile, but survivable for a short time. Still translating, Captain.
Wow, Hora, your voice suddenly changed. Okay, well, let's go ahead and beam down. See what the captain log says, though.
Captain's log.
We've done 5 missions. We have 20 points, so we've been doing good on all of them. Now, this mission, I'm going to be doing a lot of looking, a lot of scanning, and of everything. Because, for some reason, I don't know if it's been fixed. I don't know if it was something I did wrong from the very beginning. But for some reason, whenever I played this, if I just went by the way you're supposed to do it, I always got like a 96 or 97%. But if you scan everything, look at everything, do all you can, you will get 100. I do not know why it does that, but so I'm going to do my best to get 100. If I don't get 100 on this, I am sorry, but this one is kind of tricky to get the full 100.
Spock, come with me. Mr. Scott, you have the comm.
Captain, Mr. Scott wishes to speak with you.
Mr. Scott?
This is the one mission where Scotty and Uhura talk the most.
Aye, we've had some slight problems with the transporters.
We didn't notice anything beaming down.
Just a glitch in the main transporter program. Mr. Master Kyle is loading them back up and we're performing tests. The transporters will be down for about an hour.
That will still give us plenty of time, Scotty.
I know. I have the lads in engineering doing a complete overhaul of the ship's systems.
Good, Mr. Scott. I'll keep you posted. Kirk out.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look around here.
This moon has a thin but breathable atmosphere. This looks like a heavy-duty security door built into the side of a hill on this moon. There are many rocks here. This is the planet Proxtrate, currently 600,000 kilometers from this moon.
So this asteroid is closer than our Earth is, than our moon to us. So this is a close by asteroid.
There are many rocks here. These stones look like faces.
These stones resemble those on Earth, on Easter Island.
Stone monoliths of faces are a common artistic expression in evolving cultures.
Like the faces on Vandu, too. Even the animal face art of the Orion post-decadence movement is similar.
Sounds like Edson Mulcher is kind of a... has a hobby.
I never realized the Orions ever got past decadence. They hadn't the last time I was there.
Oh, the Orions. Orion pirates.
Mr. Spock looks forward to examining the technology of this ancient culture. James T. Kirk worried about the safety of the people of Proxtrate. Dr. Leonard McCoy, knowing that they aren't likely to encounter any medical problems, is rather annoyed about being dragged yet again into the transporter.
Get used to it, Bones.
Ensign Mosier seems to be rather curious about the planet's technology.
Alright, let's talk to everybody.
He doesn't seem to be in a talkative mood right
He's
now.
never in a talkative mood.
Aside from the security door on what should be a lifeless planetoid, this place is unremarkable.
The atmosphere is breathable, Jim, but hardly nourishing. We should either get inside or go back to the ship.
Yeah, it's probably breathable, but probably thin, so a lot of UV radiation.
Area secure, Captain.
Alright, let's go ahead and...
There's nothing there requiring... It's what I was afraid of, Jim. The thin atmosphere of this moon doesn't provide enough protection from cosmic rays. We shouldn't stay here any more than a few hours. It's what I was afraid of.
Just the same for everybody. Alright, and let's go ahead and... spot.
Unremarkable except for low-grade power emanations from the door area. As expected, Captain, the source of power emanations lies beyond that door.
A power source that has lasted millennia and endured major catastrophes. That's fascinating, Mr. Spock.
Oh boy.
Do you have Vulcan blood, Ensign?
No, sir.
The rocks have a high quantity of triphosphorus silver in them. Large quantities of atmosphere are being circulated through these rocks. I would guess there are storage units within this satellite which are constantly replacing the atmosphere that is lost because of this moon's weak gravity.
Which means that this moon might still be inhabited, Mr. Spock.
Just a second. Sorry about that.
We have detected no signs of life, Captain, but the possibility does exist.
Okay, well... it doesn't indicate that I have to do this now, but I figured some rocks might be useful to have with us.
You retrieve a rock. Triphosphate silver in its raw form.
I do not know if that exists in real life. I didn't do research to see if it did, but I don't know. The triphosphate silver might exist. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and for my viewing public,
There are many rocks here.
is try to see if
Triphosphate silver in its raw form.
triphosphate silver exists. And from what I could find out by reading here, I did a search for it. Triphosphate silver does not exist. wish I knew a little bit more about chemistry and stuff to know what triphosphate means. But yeah, it does not exist. And besides, there's supposed to be no hyphen in triphosphate. Okay. Let's go ahead and head to the store here. Wait, does Bones scan these rocks?
There's nothing there.
Okay. And McCoy doesn't really scan a whole lot in this. Let's see what he says about now.
Captain, I'm afraid we got a wee problem here.
What is it, Scotty?
There is some sort of virus in the main computer. Our phasers and tractor beams have been disabled, and there's no way we're getting them back in 3 hours.
There goes our backup plan. Do what you can, Mr. Scott.
Aye, I will, Captain. I may yet have a trick or two that I can pull, but don't count on any miracles.
Isolate that virus. That's your #1 priority.
That it is, Captain. We'll keep you informed. Scott out.
Right, let's see here.
No appreciable cosmic radiation damage. Yet.
Alright, let's look at everything here.
Built into the rock is a very large door. This heavy-duty door has taken numerous micrometeorite strikes but still appears solid.
Yeah, you can see all the damage it's gotten.
A lens sits above the doorway, but is it mere decoration? It looks like some sort of display panel. This is a keypad that looks functional. James T. Kirk, a man with a problem, a big problem that is getting bigger. McCoy is examining himself for cosmic radiation sickness symptoms.
One thing about McCoy is he seems to be kind of a hypochondriac.
Ensign Mosier is glad to be a member of this landing party, at least for now. It never ceases to amaze you how passive Spock can be, even in the presence of extraordinary wonders.
Let's talk with everybody.
Well, we won't be able to phaser any outbound missiles.
It appears that our mission has increased in importance.
We should stay inside as much as possible. We must try to protect ourselves from the cosmic radiation.
This door is huge. If they were humanoid, they could have been giants.
From what we know about the Lucres, they had an affinity for size. Their machines weren't just equipment. They were also monuments.
I can believe that.
Mr. Mosher, I think you're in the wrong kind of field. I think you should leave security and go into science.
The origin point for the broadcast Uhura monitored was approximately 50 meters beyond this door. The door still appears to be in operating condition. This appears to be a dust-covered lens of some sort. Unremarkable. A working display panel, Captain. There is power running to the keypad.
Okay, well, I thought I looked. I scanned. Let's go ahead and have Spock use the control panel. Now remember they had how do you explain it? A reference for number 17 for 99, which was 10, 200. Oh my keypad. Oh, there we go.
That worked. I see you deduced that 10200 in the Lucre's base 3 was equal to their sacred number 99.
Which is a really bad password key code. I mean, most likely the softs would have known that, or the Lucres. I forgot who's supposed to be Lucres or so. But anyway, that's a pretty bad code. So, all right. Well, let's see if let's see what happens when I scan in
A
here.
security lock, Captain.
There's nothing there required.
Okay, well, let's go ahead and go in there.
Report, Scotty. How are things going?
About as badly as a killed in a blast furnace, Captain. Wait a minute. Lieutenant Uhura has some news for you.
The virus came from our sensor sweep of the moon's computers. We believe we have analyzed the memory sectors it attacked.
Well done, Uhura.
I wish I could take credit for it. It was Mr. Kyle who found the pattern. We are attacking it with antivirus programs.
Computer science sounds more like medicine every day.
If we had a doctor as good with computers as you are with patients, we'd be having a lot fewer problems.
Finally, someone who appreciates me.
Keep working at it, Uhura. Kirk out.
One thing I've been forgetting to do is doing this.
Scotty, any progress on the phasers?
Sorry, Captain, but we cannot do that. We don't have phasers for at least 8 more hours.
By then, Proxtry could be a dead planet.
Let me go ahead and real quick do this on every
Nothing
screen.
new to report, Captain.
I may have mixed up a little bit, but let's see if...
Nothing new to report, Captain.
I should have done it more often, but I don't really think it brings in much of a issue. It probably just pretty much says no progress report and stuff, so let's go ahead and look at everything here.
A computer terminal. Each word in the Lucre language has 3 aspects: submissive, neutral, and aggressive, to supply connotation to their language. This looks like some kind of security lock with heavy-duty doors on both ends.
Essentially, like with most languages here on Earth, English does not have it, but a lot of them, like French and Spanish and Italian, has a feminine and masculine connotations to them. So this one has a passive, neutral, and aggressive connotations to theirs, which will be interesting to kind of see how that language would be.
The door has some strange writing on it. A keypad in base 3. McCoy wishes this place was less technological. James Kirk, the burden of command is quite heavy at times. Spock looks at the equipment and raises an eyebrow. Ensign Mosier is scanning the area for potentially hostile life forms.
The Lucres did not seem to have a problem with security.
My tricorder is picking up large supplies of frozen oxygen, nitrogen, and carbon dioxide beneath the surface, enough to last many centuries.
At least we won't have to worry about suffocating.
We appear to be in some type of security lock. No defensive systems are apparent here, but considering the size of the doors, they probably don't need them.
This place does seem to provide protection against cosmic rays.
I don't see why they bothered putting an atmosphere here, Captain. There hasn't even been bacteria here in centuries, let alone humanoids.
Scotty, any progress on the phasers?
Sorry,
Sorry, Captain.
By then,
I meant to click this. Okay, it doesn't talk. All readings are normal. The structure seems to be protecting us from the cosmic rays. Okay, well, let's see here. Spock, what can you do about this control panel?
The console reports the following. Welcome to Orbital Missile Base. Codename Scythe. This base has been operational for the past week. It has completed 1 successful fire mission. Estimation of success is at 22 over 100.
22%? That's very low. Hardly something to brag about.
Doctor, in Base 3, 22 divided by 100 is equivalent to 8 out of 9, or 88%. I would think that quite satisfactory, given this base's probable mission of destroying the soft forces on Proxtry.
It says the base has been operational for a week, but this has been here for 1,000 years.
If the Lucres built this base with a clock that told the time by measuring the moon's rotational speed, or the gravitational forces generated by Proxtree and the sun, the computer may have calculated only a week of time has passed since its first action. I might be able to learn more with another look at the console. There is a substantial amount of data here, but in summary, Scythe was created by the Lucres as a launching platform for missiles to keep the Softs subjugated to their influence. The Softs managed to infiltrate the base. However, their actions triggered Scythe's auto-attack mechanisms and initiated a holocaust that nearly annihilated the planet.
So Softs were on this planet for a short time, and probably saw the destruction of the world. Oh, that's gotta be a way to go. Oh, that's terrible.
One soft strike did, in fact, hit the moon and deflected it from its orbit. It has been dormant since then.
So why has the base been activated again?
Given the damage to the moon, its slow rotation and orbit, it has never realized the war is over. On this pass, for the first time, it has detected radio wave transmissions from Proxtree. Because it does not recognize them, it assumes the Softs are still active. Its transmission to the planet, I would assume, was some sort of a check beacon to see if it should continue its mission.
Jim, let's return to the ship and blast this place to destroy its weapons.
Doctor, this moon is a god to the people down there. If we destroy it, we will violate the Prime Directive.
Oh, there'll be chaos on that planet.
Spock is right, Bones. Spock, what are the chances that we could decode the transmission and send a stop code to the base?
In trinary or decimal?
Spock!
1.327 million to 1,
Oh,
provided the archaeological studies about Lucre's languages are correct. Our other option is to get into this base and see if we can bring the computers down. The console report welcomes
Okay.
22%? That's
Doctor. If there
Sorry
is
about
a
that.
soft
Sorry.
one soft,
So why is the base...
given the damp because it's
Jim, let's...
Doctor, this
Spock is right.
in
Spock!
1 point.
Spock! Oh, I just love it when McCoy yells at Spock.
The door has some strange writing on it.
This door is similar to the one on the outside of the secure lock, except that it has not weathered over the years. Electrical panels indicate the keypad on the right controls the door. This keypad is fully functional and controls the door. Its entry code is in base 3. The interior of the security lock is unremarkable and well preserved. The interior of the security... A computer terminal, Captain. It uses the Lucre alphabet. I think I can decipher it.
I should have done the scanning first. Okay, well, we'll use Spock on this door. I remember Scythe was known as the number 17 in their alphabet, and 17 was in base 3, 1, 2, 2. Another bad code to use, but they have to do something for this game, I guess, so...
Fascinating. If the Federation language studies were correct, the ideograph for the word scythe in the Lucre's language is the 17th symbol in their alphabet that corresponds with 122 in base 3.
No wonder the Softs were able to infiltrate so easily.
Nothing to report, Captain.
You see another chamber.
Okay, well, I am going to go ahead and save it here.
Save new game. Replace.
And we'll replace LP4 since we're too many saved games. And well, actually, how about I do this?
Save new cancel. Delete previous.
Let's go ahead and delete some of these. LP4,
Save new game. Cancel. Delete previous.
LP5.
Save new game. Cancel. Delete. Replace. Delete.
LP6.
Save new
and let's
delete
also
previous
delete
game.
number LP7.
Save new game. Replace previous game. Cancel. Save new.
So LP. I think it's 16 that I'm gonna start up next. Yeah, I think I'm doing. Yeah, I'm doing number 15 right now. So it'll be LP 16. You see some of the behind the scenes actions. So let me
Save
just.
new game. Cancel.
I have
replace
this thing I like to save a few times. But alright, well, in the next video we will go in and find out what's going on here and see if we can bring the computers down. See you all in the next video.